And burnout is when you say, I'm just done. I don't care anymore. I'm walking away from this. I'm walking away from this job. I'm walking away from this relationship. I'm walking away from this person. I'm over it. And sometimes that happens because there's been this slow buildup over the years. But it also can happen because of a tragic mishap. In 2016, my son Lincoln and I were in Nashville. I was attending a meeting for our denomination. We were planning the annual convention that was coming up in the following July. We'd had a good meeting, and my son had stayed with my sister who lives there and was playing with her daughters, his cousins, had a great week. And so after the meeting, I picked him up, and we were headed home, and he was tired from playing with his cousins all week, and so he immediately fell asleep in the car. Backseat, we're driving. I'm getting off of I-24, getting on the Pennyroyal Parkway to head towards Evansville. If you've made your trip from Nashville, you're familiar with this interchange. As I'm getting off, the car starts to act a little funny. And so the engine seems like it's sounding weird, and so I'm taking the exit, and I'm looking for the immediate next exit so I can get off the interstate, figure out what's going on. And as I take that next exit and I get onto this road, I have no power. The car just has no power. I'm pushing the gas, nothing's happening. And so thankfully there's a driveway right there, and I was able to pull right into that driveway and figure out what's going on with the car. Well, when I stopped the car, my son woke up, and he's thinking, oh, we're home. And he's excited to see Mom, like, we're home. And I had to explain to him the car was broken down, and he was so disappointed. I have a picture from this moment when we realized we were going to have the car towed. And that's exactly how I felt. I didn't look quite like that, but that's how I felt about the whole situation. I didn't know it in that moment, but when we got the car towed to a mechanic and he took a look at it, what had happened on the interstate as I was taking that exit is the timing chain in my car had broken. And that had done irrevocable damage to my engine. We ended up, it wasn't a fix that could be fixed then. I had to rent a car and drive home. It's a whole nother story. I ended up getting in late. And that car stayed there in Madisonville, and the engine had to be completely replaced because it had blown up. When that timing chain snapped, everything went kaput in the engine. It blew up. You know, in our lives, we can slowly build up to burnout, or there can be something that snaps and we find ourselves in a situation like that one. Burnout can come slow or fast, but in either case, we end up broken down once it hits.